This is your girl Kim O'Shea. Welcome to my channel. This is the face behind O'Shea's House of Beauty. If you haven't been following me on Facebook or Instagram, O'Shea's House of Beauty. And also, if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe. Alright, so we're here today, to shed some light on what influenced the birth of O'Shea's House of Beauty. So I'll be doing my makeup while we get into that. Okay, so stay tuned and stay until the end. So I started doing my my own hair back in high school. You start high school and you don't want to be wearing that childish hairstyle that your parents would do your hair in. So I decided that I'm gonna do my own hair, and I started there. And because my mother, she used to comb her hair nicely, but she wasn't able to cane roll and do all that stuff. She bubbles her hair nicely to go to school and all of that, but going to high school, you don't want any bubbles. And she wasn't into, she wasn't out there to know what was going on, or it wasn't her era or whatever. So yeah, I just start doing my hair. And then I had this classmate that was into hair also, so she would teach me whatever she knew, and I would teach her what I know. And she taught me about how to bleach the hair and how to dye it and all of that. So we would go to school, get the products, and go to school in the bathroom, and we would bleach the hair, the end of our hair, and put a little, I used to like the honey gold color, and yeah, that was my favorite color. So I used to dye my hair in honey gold, dye the end of my, bleach it, and then dye the end in honey gold. Yeah, but it didn't stop there, because any style coming, I used to rock flips, I used to rock ponytail, I used to put, like get little pieces of hair and put extension, because my hair wasn't long, I didn't have long hair, so I used to get ponytail, a piece of hair, and make my little ponytail. Not very long ponytail, but long enough to be able to do whatever you want to do. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember when peacock ponytail hairstyle coming, where you'd catch your hair in a ponytail, and then the end of it, you fluff it out and turn it in a peacock. You used to use a curling iron, to curl the end, and then you fluff it out. And I used to love that hairstyle. So yeah, and then when sewing starts, we venture off into that, and it wasn't where we had like a lot of internet privilege or anything like that. So whatever you see, you just have to practice, or somebody shed light on it and you come and try it. So that's basically what I do. I would spend time in the mirror, trying to do different styles, and I wouldn't stop until I get it how I want it. I used to dye my hair in black a lot, because I like when my hair is black, jet black. So I used to dye my hair in black. When it's not bleached in some color at the end, it's dyed in jet black. Yeah. And also my sister, she was good at braiding. I never really liked braid, but I can braid, but it's not something that I like. But so I used to braid my sister hair, or I used to help her, because she used to braid her hair a lot, and I used to help her braid my hair. But when it comes on to time for her to braid my hair, it was always a fight, because she braid hair very tight. It was so tight that every time she braid my hair, we catch a fight, and I'm like, get out of my hair. Halfway through the hair, I'm like, no, get out of my hair, and we would fight. And I'm not letting you comb my hair again or whatever. But you know, you'd allow her to, because sometimes she wants to practice. But yeah. And then when I started to go like hairdresser and stuff, I never like it because I was very tender-headed, very, very tender-headed. So I realized I don't like people combing my hair. Every time somebody go in my hair, I get so, especially if they're braiding or whatever and taking very long and, you know, tugging on my hair and all of that. It was, I always leave the hairdressing shop pissed off, especially if I'm getting braid or, you know, something that has to do with that. So I say, alright, I'm just gonna do my hair myself. And, you know, by doing my hair myself, practicing, you know, doing all kind of stuff, I didn't limit myself. Oh, I can't do this or I can't. Anything I see and I want, I tried anything. If it's sewing, I'm trying it. If it's braids, I'm trying. If it's anything. If it's cut your hair short, I used to cut my hair myself. I used to curl my hair a lot. I would love short hair. If you know me, you know it's mostly short hair. Especially when I become older, I start to wear my hair very short. And I used to curl it in any style. You know, add a little piece up at the top and do my thing, make my bang. You name it. I used to do everything. So yeah. But one thing though, growing up, I never knew it. You know, venturing into here wasn't on my mind. That wasn't something that, you know, I say, alright, I'm going to do that, because I don't know if it's because I don't like people in my hair. I'm thinking, okay, people, it's not fair for me to do people here if I don't like people in my hair. So I just always stick to, you know, doing my own hair, or if I'm doing my sister's hair, or if I have close friends and they want, you know, me to do their hair, that's it. But and the sewing machine I got into, I knew how to use a sewing machine. I don't know if it's from high school, you know. I think I got a little bit of experience from high school doing clothing and textile or something like that. Yeah, I think we used to do clothing and textile. So I got a little bit of experience from, you know, doing clothing and textile. But my mother had a sewing machine, and I would always be on the sewing machine. Sewing. If I see a sheet tear, I sew it. If anything, I remember when you know, tight skinny jeans came in, and my mother wasn't the type of person where, you know, she buy things that's in fashion or buy certain things for us, because she was a Christian. I was, you know, born and raised in the church. So I would take up the pants foot, you know, make my own skinny jeans. If my skirt them too tall, I would have cut them out. I stitch them up myself. I'll do a lot of things. As me see anything tear me, I sew it. And nobody taught me how to use the sewing machine. I just practice on my mother. And my mother's sewing machine, it had some problem. And I fixed it. I remember the cord that is connected to the presser foot. I don't know, it was disconnected or something. Something was wrong with it. And I pull it up and, you know, fix it, because I was just that kind of person. Always want to be independent. So always I try and to learn things that I love, or I'm going to need to, you know, to do whatever I want to do. So that's me. So yeah, That's so now it comes in handy because I'm sewing my wigs now with the sewing machine. Wasn't taught by anyone how to use a sewing machine. Yes, I had to practice a little bit, get used to it again because the machine back then and the machines now are totally different, but it's not, far from what it was. So I practice, and yeah, I'm sewing my wigs on sewing machine. So all of what I did in my childhood is coming to use now. And on the internet, I watch a lot of like people making wigs and doing makeup and them stuff. I watch a lot of that. I'm not the person to really uh, watch the, I don't know, the gossiping kind of thing. I watch things that I like or that's going to help me in. And I used to stay up late watching. I watch Erica J on I am Erica J on YouTube, Pete Mill and Sophiology on YouTube, and on Facebook I watch what's her name? Brianna. She is the owner of Simply Flawless Hair Teak, and also I used to watch Dominique. She is a face behind what's her company's name? Uh, True Doll Beauty. Yeah. So those are the persons, and I think mainly Brianna is the one that really pushed me, to start this, because she just for some reason she remind me of myself. Some reason she remind me of myself. And when I checked it out recently, I found out that we were born on the same day. We share the same birthday. So I just knew there was something, and it was recently, and I've been watching her for a while. Recently we found out that, we share the same birthday. Yeah. I think she was the one who really, pushed me into starting this. I'm like, there's a lot of opportunity out there, and this wig thing is evolving. The wig business is evolving, and people always asking me, to do their hair, to make wigs for them, and all of that. My sisters, close friends, always asking me to, make wig for them, and I'm like, why not, you know, do it as a business? Since I'm so much into it and spending my time, watching other people and all of that, why not just, start my own little thing? And yeah, I started you know, looking into vendors and all of that, and see where, you know the opportunity is there. So I just jump on it. I took the opportunity, and yeah, I launched in May for my birthday, but I actually started before that, but the big launch was in May of this year. um I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm working to get there. There's a lot of people in the the wig business now. There's a lot, but I can tell you that there's a lot of opportunity out there. There's space for everybody. So not because there's a lot of people selling wig, I'm not going to let that deter me from doing what I like. So yeah, I created my website. It was my sister initially who, started billing, because I was going to pay somebody to make the website for me. I was doing it, but it took a lot of time. So my sister took over. She was like, don't pay anybody. I'll do it for you. So she took over and she did most of it for me. And then I just finished up. Yeah, so yeah. And my sister always, pushing me to start. Well, growing up, I always want to own a restaurant, because if you know me, I was born and raised in a restaurant. I born, come see my mother, with a restaurant, own a restaurant. So, and I used to be in it. Out of all of my brother and sister, I'm the one. I was just so close to my mother. I was always behind my mother, watching everything. If she's in the kitchen cooking, I'm in there. If it's just to sit and talk and watch, I'm there with her. I'm just always behind my mother. So when she was on the weekend, I would go in the restaurant, help her cook, help her do everything. So I was her little, I don't know what to call myself, but I was, there with her. And yeah, I love cooking even now. So that's what I said I would, that's the kind of business I said I wanted. And a lot of times I said I'm going to, open a restaurant. I'm ready, and it never worked out. Even my sister came and opened a restaurant before me, and I've never imagined that my sister would own a restaurant. But you don't know what plans God have for you. And I never know that I'll be doing, be in the hair business before I open a restaurant, or I didn't know that I would be in the hair business, because it wasn't anything planned. Oops. It wasn't anything planned at all. And I decided I wanted to go with the name O'Shea's House of Beauty, because I don't want to limit myself, to just here, or to just this, or to just that. I want, if the opportunity comes for me to do something else other than here, I can incorporate it in this business, and I won't have to change the name or whatever it is. So that's the reason why I decided to, go with the name O'Shea's House of Beauty, because yeah, I like everything that has to do with beauty enhancement. Anything that has to do with beauty enhancement, that's me. So jewelry, makeup, hair, clothes, shoes, that's me. Nails, that's me. So I wanted, if the opportunity arises for me to sell clothes, shoes, whatever, makeup, I can, incorporate it in the ear and the eyelash that I started off with. I don't have to change, or probably I could start a different business, but no, why not just, do one thing, incorporate everything in one. So that's why I decided, House of Beauty, which would be an umbrella, for all the beauty stuff that I would be selling if I start selling other stuff other than hair. And I'm open, to expand, of course, to bigger and better stuff. Probably to have my own shop. You could walk in and buy your wig, get it installed, or I don't know. But I'm just hoping to have a shop, or maybe I'll just have a salon where I rent out booths, and still have my wigs and stuff selling. Yeah. I'm not really a social media kind of person. I'm not really a social person per se. I'm very antisocial. Um, I think I'm antisocial. Everybody else thinks so too, because people, if you come to me, I'll talk to you, but I'm not a person to just see you and make conversation with you out of the blues. No, I'm not that kind of person. But if you come to me, I'll talk to you. And people normally see me, and after they start talking to me, they say, I never know you so nice, or I never know whatever. I always see you and think that you're, you know, but yeah. So doing business on, with that being said, doing business on social media is kind of difficult for me, because I don't like to be out there like that. So it's a battle for me, like to go live, interact with the people and all of that. But I'm working on it, and I'm working on, learning the ropes and the tricks in the social media thing, because there's a lot of tricks to it that I never knew about. And I'm just, learning. I'm doing little courses and all of that to improve myself and my business. Yeah. Yep. So, but if anybody told me, even last year, a year ago, that you're going to, own your own, business, ear business or whatever, I wouldn't believe them, because it's not something that, I was planning on doing. But you don't know the plans God have for you, right? And I'm not a shy person. I'm just because I'll speak out when it's time for me to speak out, and but I'm just not somebody who, put myself out there like that. I don't like attention like that. I don't like attention like that. So yeah, I'm working on being a better, social media business person per se. Sorry guys, I'm trying to be focused while I'm doing this eyeshadow. Bear with me. And guys, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask it in the comment. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about this live, about the look that I'm doing, and you know what I've said. If tell me what other look you'd want to see me do, what other hairstyle you'd want to see, what, you know, what process you'd like to me to do, if you want me to, you know, show you the ball cap method. Just leave suggestions. I'm doing this for us. It's not for me alone, right? So I'd appreciate, you know, all the comments. And maybe I should have told you about, you know, O'Shea's House of Beauty, because a lot of people probably not don't know, but O'Shea's House of Beauty is a online hair store. We sell not makeup, sorry, we sell hair bundles, closures, frontal, wigs, lace wigs, and eyelashes. That's what we're doing now. And our website is o'sheashouseofbeauty.com. You could go there and shop, and if you have something that you want and it's not on the website, you could also send me a message and I could source it for you. Definitely can. So but never don't limit yourself, guys, and not because sometimes it's not what you plan or how you plan it work out, because I didn't plan this. My dream business was a restaurant, but the opportunity come for this and I just jump on it. I still can own a restaurant and I'm still planning on owning a restaurant, but why not own more than one if it's possible? Or why not, you know, do something that you love doing? Because this is the best job to have, or the best business to be in, is something that you love. Because no matter what, you're not going to give up because you're doing it because you love it. Yeah. And never give up on your dreams. You have to start somewhere. You don't have to start big like everybody else and, you know, have all the fancy and flashy stuff. You can start very small. They have like drop shipping where you make the order and, you know, they send it straight to your customers instead of you getting it. So they package it and everything for you and send it off to your customer. You just give them the information, and however, you will just get a percentage of the money, you know. But if you don't have the money to begin with, you can do something like that, right? You can do something like that in the meantime until you get what you want, or until you can do what you want. Limit yourself and say because you don't have the money, or and sometimes some opportunity come and you just have to jump on it. I always know that doing here was, my talents or my gift, or you say everybody have a gift. So I think that this is my gift. Even though I can do everything, anything that has to do with hands, I'm a very hands-on person. I can do everything. Cook, clean, wash, everything. Sew, fix stuff when it's broken. That's me. That's me. I like to be very independent. I don't like to have to sit and wait on anybody, So I always try to figure out stuff myself. Always try to figure out stuff myself. I don't like to be a problem to people. If you see Kim begging you, it's because Kim really need it. And sometimes I really need it and I do it out. Because I don't like to beg and I don't like to be a problem to people. So I'm always doing something. I'm always working or trying to improve myself, so I can stay afloat, stay on top of things. Yeah. I've dabbled in a lot of stuff where it has to do with career, or I've done a lot of things. Teaching, nursing, you name it, customer service. And every job that I've done, I'm good at what I do. They always like me. I always get employee of the month. I always get supervisor. I always get manager or something. So but I've never really been comfortable working with people, or just like I just can't be settled. I'm just always moving, always adventuring into something else. And I'm like, I think I need to own my own business. Like, yeah, I think that's what it is. I need to own my own business. So first I was looking into opening a restaurant, but with me moving so often, it became a problem where I didn't want to, open a restaurant, and I had to move. So that's why I kind of put that off a little bit until, we're settled and we don't have to move this much again. Then I'll, start looking into that. But yeah. Alright, my lash glue. Yeah, guys, so never give up, never doubt yourself. Just keep on pushing. If you try something and it don't work out, go back to the drawing board see where you went wrong and start over or try something else. You know, if you start a business and that one never work out, that no mean say you never for own a business, especially in this country. It's very easy to own a business, and you know, owning a business is a thing here because even though the government kill you with tax and all of that stuff, but whether or not you own a business, you have to pay tax. So why not, you know, pay it for you or your own benefit? I'm putting the glue on the lash. When I just started this business, it was so rough because I just have a baby. Well, not just, he's one, will be two, and I was working. My job was very demanding. Plus, I have my daughter to take care of. I have my family, so I have to be a mother. I have to take care of my house, and I have to work. Plus, I had the business. It was very rough. It was very rough, and to the point where, you know, I just knew that I had to give. Something I had to give. It wasn't going to be my family. It wasn't going to be my business. So I had to, you know, give up my job. So I made that sacrifice and stopped working so I can, you know, focus more on my business and making it better and being a better person, because it don't make sense you work and kill off yourself. At the end of the day, you don't get to enjoy, you know, what you're working for, or you overwork and become stressed and depressed and all of that. So I had the opportunity to stop working, so I did. And is working on, you know, building my brand, building my business, and also myself. God is good. God is just always, you know, opening doors for me. God just always work out things for me. Just always have my back. I don't want to preach, but God is good. God is so good to me. It's not dry yet. God is always opening some doors that I've never even imagined. Always, you know, looking out for me. Always. Even though I think I'm not even worthy, but who am I to make that decision? Right? Yes, guys, so that's how this business started. Me doing my own hair and loving it. Love doing hair. I love doing my hair. All right, I'm going to put on some foundation now. So guys, remember to leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay. And never give up on yourself and on your dreams. And you have to start somewhere. You can't just sit down, make a start, and everything will fall in place. Because if you sit down and wait for everything to be perfect and wait to have a bunch of money and all of that stuff, you probably will never start. I know a lot of people don't have, certain opportunity or certain kind of support and whatever, but get up and just get up and make a move, make a start, and you're frightened to see how everything fall in place. You can start with one wig and use the profit and use that money and buy more. Yeah. You don't have to start begin with a truckload of thing. One at a time. And you'll be frightened to see. You know? So you just have to make the move. And you see. How things just start falling in place for you. Yep. When this has nothing to do with the business, but I'm just sharing an experience with you. When I started college, I didn't have, the money, and it wasn't anything. I was just working and I was just tired of the job that I'm doing, and I'm like, I'm going to better myself, because back then I wanted to be a teacher. And when I left high school, my mother didn't have the money to send me to college, because my brother was going to college at that time, or probably he left. He was in Canada. He was going to college in Canada. And my mother had to be financing that. My sister was in at UA. So, but my mother never have it. And when I leave high school, she said, I don't have it. You have to go look work. Try to apply for school and get through. But what? I never had it that time. So I worked through my local partner and went to college. And even when I was working, it wasn't working out as I had planned, you know, because it wasn't easy. I had to factor in bus fare, lunch money, and all of that. And I had a daughter, so, you know, I wasn't saving as much as I wanted to save. So when it was time to go to college, I didn't even have all the money or enough money. But I started and I completed, and I never took student loan. Never took student loan. I work and I sent myself to college. So sometimes you just have to step out in faith, put yourself, you know, out there. Step out in faith. Because they said faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So just step out there and God will do the rest. Yep. That's what I believe. And that's what I did. And if He can do it for me, He can do it for you, and He can do it for anybody else. I tell you that. Because I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not in any better position than anybody where God would, you know, do something for me and won't do it for you. No, I'm not. I make mistakes too, you know, but He do it for me. He does it for me, He can do it for you. Just walk out in faith. And don't let anybody, you know, tell you that, oh no, it can't happen or it's not going to work because what? Yeah, I always have some negative Nancy. One thing with me, I'm always a leader. I don't listen to people or I don't listen to the crowd. I do my own thing. Because as I said before, what worked for me might not work for you, and what worked for you might not work for me. But don't give up. Hi. 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 I have an intruder. Have an intruder. You guys never give up on your dreams. Just work towards it. It might not come when you want it or how you want it. You might have planned, might be planning for, to have a grand opening and a grand business, but it might not come that way. As I said before, if it's even to start with one product, start somewhere, because if you don't start, probably never will. So you just have to start, and then everything will fall in place. Just straighten this out a little bit. Guys, this this is the final look. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.